Search for two bodies in Pretoria's Apies River. This follows heavy rain which has claimed at least the lives of 10 people in the country's interior. A passerby reported seeing the bodies of two people who'd apparently drowned in the flooding river at the weekend. 8 people were killed in 2 separate crashes in the Mpumalanga area and the Mbombela-Barberton area, which authorities blamed on the wet weather. Our reporter Sipho Stuurman is standing by at Apies River in the Pretoria West area. Sipho, what is the latest?
Well, a very good afternoon to you and our viewers at home. Indeed, we are just further along Apies River from where we started earlier on in the morning. That was just next to Pretoria Central there in Pretoria West. Now we've moved a few kilometers down. If I can just step out of the shot there, you can just see the divers are continuing with that search for 2 bodies that were allegedly spotted by an eyewitness. The eyewitness who we also spoke to earlier on said he had spotted the bodies with his fiancée on Saturday afternoon just after 6 o'clock in the height of these floods that had occurred here in Tshwane. The eyewitness said that he was with his fiancée at the time and he saw these 2 floating bodies. One, a male who was apparently wearing an overall, and then he said another was a white female that he spotted, and then he soon after then alerted the police, and then the search and rescue operations then began yesterday, that is Sunday, and for about 5 hours the police were on the scene and searching through Apies River, but then they had to suspend that search after 5 hours because of they saying that the current was too strong. But now they've come back this morning again, continuing since 8 a.m. We have been here and they've been continuing with that search. It's also a multidisciplinary search, including the divers that we are seeing right behind me. But of course, we also had some helicopters that were also just checking above and trying to see if they can spot any of these 2 bodies that are reported. But right now, to just get a sense of where we are with this search and what's likely to happen, I am joined by Johan Peters from Tshwane Emergency Services. Thank you very much, sir. We speak again once more. Just talk to us about the search. What stage are we at right now?
Well, what we can confirm, we've done about 4 kilometers from the Capital Park Bridge, the low water bridge, where these bodies were seen last. And unfortunately, these search and rescue or search operations take quite some time. You know, from the bridge up to where the water ends up in the Bonnecourt Dam is about 11 to 12 kilometers. We've covered 4 kilometers. It's very slow, but we have to, you know, look underneath each and every rock or some debris that's inside the water, and we work in teams. Obviously, SABC diving unit are the leading team, and we basically assisting them, and we will carry on you know, up to the Bonnecourt Dam to see if you can find anything. And if we've reached that point and there's still nothing, we will just make a U-turn, get back up to the river, up to the park again, because it's a slow process, but it takes some time.
Okay, have you spoken with the team? What's making it so slow? We've been here for a couple of hours and it's only been 4 kilometers.
Yeah, the thing is, it's a search operation. You know what bodies do once they're washed off during floods, they might be caught up in debris that is below water surface or underneath a rock. And if you don't do a proper search and rescue, you would not get that body. You might pass it 2 times already. So eventually you have to do spot by spot checking. So we line up our people, you know, let each and every person cover about 1 meter. You know, 500 mils to his left, 500 mils to his right. And if anything that they feel that might be an obstruction, they have to remain there and try and search if there's anything, a body may be, you know, stuck underneath that debris.
I know that the team includes some helicopter operations that we're looking over the river. Just talk to us about how big is this operation? What are we talking about here?
I think this is normal procedure. We've been doing this for, you know, a couple of years already, because the Apies is known for people that, you know, get washed away in seconds. So we've been used to this. The helicopter is basically assisting us from the air, try to see if we cannot spot anybody that might be washed out on the side skirts. And if we spotted the body, obviously, you know, that will shorten the time period spent inside the water. But we're well trained to do this. We will carry on until we found those 2 people.
Interesting that you say the Apies is known for, like, washing people up very speedily and people drowning, and often they're never found. We had a victim last year allegedly that had also drowned here and that they were never found. Seems that there isn't a great success rate in finding people that are allegedly drowned in this river.
Well, I think that is one that you refer to. I can recall that of the last 5 operations that we've done here, we did manage to find 4 of the people that were missing. But it's a slow process. Let me just explain. A body that is caught up, a drowned body, might remain underwater for about 5 to 4 days before it popped to the surface. So if we as emergency workers, SABS diving unit, we're also human. You know, if you miss that body, that will only pop up after 4 or 5 days. And then you might be able to only get to the body. But then that body is also covered with debris. You know, it's really a slow process. It's a technical. It's not that easy as it sounds.
All right. Thank you. Johan Peters from Tshwane Emergency Services, just explaining that it's a difficult process to search for bodies that are washed up in these rivers, saying that actually they do have a good record that out of 5 missing people that were reportedly drowned here, they found about 4. So they are an experienced team that knows what they're doing. But also on this case, though, interestingly, we said that it's 2 bodies that were allegedly sighted here. But the police have confirmed to us that at this stage, they have not yet had a missing person reported. So while we have these 2 bodies that are being searched for, there hasn't been yet a missing person report that has been filed. But the search continues. With that, it's back to you in studio.
Thanks very much, Sipho Stuurman.